Well, the experience of being undocumented in the U.S. is getting a theatrical spotlight called Wet, a documented journey, and it chronicles the story of how one man navigates life without papers. And joining us today is that man, playwright and star of the show, Alex Alpharaoh. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So first, let's start out. What is the show really like? Is it a one-man show? Is it a whole cast? Give me an idea.
It's a whole cast of just me. I play a variation of characters. I think I play about 28 different characters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a solo performance, and yeah, I wrote it back in 2017, and we're in its 5th year doing it.
Wow. And it's really your own personal emotional journey of becoming a documented citizen.
Correct.
Tell me why you felt the need to put this on stage.
One, because I'm an artist, I'm an actor, I'm a writer. It's the thing that I was put on the planet to do. So after after the 45th administration came into power and we saw that DACA recipients were at risk of deportation because of policies that were going to potentially affect the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, or DACA, I took this harrowing journey, and then I needed to decompress. I needed to make sense of things, and the best way that I know how to do that is through my art. So I wrote the show. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. I wrote it more as a personal debriefing that was, a release of sorts, self-therapeutic in a way, and this is what came from it.
But you actually risk your own freedom to share the story.
I did, absolutely, because at the time I had DACA, but because the anti-immigrant sentiment was so high, there was a constant risk that something was going to happen. There was no guarantee that ICE wasn't going to come into a stage, kick down the doors, pull me away, and at the time when the first version of the Muslim travel ban had just started, there was a lot of risk that people without proper documentation could get pulled over, could get detained for even suspicions of crimes. And this is something that I talk about in the show as well.
Tell us a little bit more about what you talk about in the show. I mean, what do we learn about you and your experience in this show?
It's that I'm an American in every sense of the word, except on paper. It's the story of home. It's a story about family. It's a story about love and unity. It's also a story about the harrowing difficulties and the extreme circumstances that the undocumented community have to go through just to survive in the United States. It also talks about different things like immigration policy and how that affects the individual on a day-to-day basis.
All right. Well, it sounds amazing. Thank you so much for coming and sharing it with us. And you can catch Wet, a documented journey at Greenway Court Theatre in West Hollywood. It's running now until November 13th. And you can find more information about the play by going to kcal9.com and clicking on Seen on TV.